Okay, we're going to try to understand the second part of the Moshe Rabbi Akiva story. We're going to go through just the text, and then we'll go through the key pieces of the drama that unfolds. Here's the story. Remember, we begin with Moshe having been with God on Har Sinai and now being shown, per his request, this future scholar. Halach v'yashav besof shmona shurot. He went and sat at the end of Shmona Shurot, the 8 rows that are sort of the structure of the rabbinic Beit Midrash. So he's sitting at the very back. V'lo haya yodea ma hen omrim. He doesn't know what they are talking about. Now remember, this is a Beit Midrash where they are, as God has assured him, studying and having insights about the Torah that God is about to give to Moshe. V'lo haya yodea ma hen omrim. His reaction? Tashash kocho. His strength ebbed or weakened. He lost his strength. He was distraught. He lost his strength. Now, kevan shehigia l'davar echad. When he came to one thing, not that one thing or the particular thing, but when he came to one thing, what kind of thing? Clearly, given the setting and who's there, he came to a particular teaching. So he came to presumably explain a particular teaching. Amru lo talmidav, his students said to him, Rebbe, minayin lecha, from where to you? But a student of Talmud will recognize, and we will see multiple times this year, that minayin is a question that the Gemara asks all the time about a Tannaitic teaching, a Mishnah, a Braita. Where is this from? What is the source for this teaching? Often that source is a particular pasuk, and a reading of that pasuk. Sometimes it can be something else, but it is generally always asking, where do we get this teaching, this rule from? He answers to them, halacha leMoshe misinai. It is a halacha, a law, a rule, a teaching, a tradition, leMoshe misinai, given to Moshe at Sinai. Nityashva da'ato. Clearly, we are back with Moshe as the subject, because Moshe is the one who was upset. Now, his da'at, his mind, was settled, was put at ease. So, the students ask, where do you get this from? Rabbi Akiva answers, it is halacha leMoshe misinai. He does not explain how it is derived from an earlier thing, or how it is related to Moshe Torah. He simply says this is a tradition from Moshe at Sinai, and that settles Moshe's mind. Okay. Moshe's mind is set at ease. Now, things to understand. Moshe did not understand the lesson, and he's upset that he doesn't understand. This means that Moshe expects that he should recognize what's going on. He expects to follow. And that means that Moshe already knows the content of the Torah. We saw at the beginning that the Torah was already completely written, because Moshe asked God, what is the holdup? Why aren't you giving it to me to give to the people already? Now we know, furthermore, that Moshe actually has already learned the contents of that Torah, because he's expecting to be able to understand Rabbi Akiva's interpretations of it. Now, if I, Moshe, know the whole Torah, and I don't understand what you're saying, What can I infer from that? It seems to me there are two possibilities. Either I'm stupid and you're just way smarter than me, or what you're teaching is not the Torah. What you're teaching is actually something else. What happened to the Torah? I don't know. So I'm a little confused and quite a bit upset. So the question I'm desperate to ask, that I would ask if I were not a hologram, if I were not unable to interact with the people in this scene, is what the heck? What are you even talking about? Where does all this come from? And what happened to the real Torah? Well, all of a sudden, Rabbi Akiva's students ask a form of that same question. Rebbe, minayin lecha? Where did you get this from? Probably with a different tone than the distraught Moshe would ask, and it's probably for the best. And Rabbi Akiva tells them, this tradition comes from Moshe at Sinai. In other words, in some way that this story is not concerned with articulating, this teaching that I'm teaching you emerges from, comes out of uh, the Torah that Moshe received in Sinai, at Sinai. This is enough to calm Moshe down. What does that tell us about what made him upset in the first place? That's question one. And question two is he's calm, but he's not completely calm. Having understood, having heard this answer, what why does he continue when he gets back to God in the next scene, continue to be upset?